2 months ago, my friend finally got a new job. And his job requires him to be traveling nonstop. And he really enjoys the work that he's doing. I was able to catch up with him yesterday. And the conversation was interesting because he was like, yo, Andre, I've been so busy that I don't have time to play games or go on my phone that much. The only time I'm on my phone is like basic texting or like checking Discord once per day. Like he's practically on a normal lifestyle now. He's not attached to the internet. And I don't want to call him a normie, but listen, I think he escaped the neat life and the be on the internet most of your day lifestyle. And that's great. He's making a lot of money. There's a plane flying over my house, but listen, I'll do is what take whatever. But I used to actually send him money. That's the crazy thing. But now he's making way more money than me. I'm about to ask him to buy me stuff. And nothing zesty about that, full circle moment. You give the homie something, he hook you up with something later. That's what friends are supposed to do. So I made a joke to him and I was like, yo, what's funny? I always thought you were going to make money trapping or something. Because you were on Twitter doing that stuff before. People were simping over you, wanting to give you money because you were thigh-high socking it on Twitter for the Goonies and the thirsty, goofy goobers. It's funny because last episode of the Aku Anime, we were literally talking about going online and selling your body and the consequences, right? My friend did it right though. This dude looks completely different. He be wearing a wig, makeup. He look nothing like he do in real life. And 3/4 of the time, he ain't even showing his face that much. So it's like he can dodge out of this. And I'm saying all this for one reason. He told me after I joked about him trapping. He said, yeah, I haven't been able to do anything. Like, alone time. He can't, he like unintentionally. And he said, yo, it's been a whole month. It's been a whole month since I did any. And I'm starting to like traps less and less. And I'm like, damn, homie. On Twitter, you was the man's, homie. What in the world happened to you? That was like your thing, man. And he's a very self-aware person, in my opinion. He told me, yeah, I was thinking about that too. I think I only like traps because I was on the internet so much and addicted to. It's interesting because I feel like when you're in a position where you're watching a lot of things and have an addiction, you push your perversions to certain extremities. Naturally, we all get bored of looking at the same thing or doing the same thing over and over and over again. So we will experiment a bit more and explore something extra. In any sort of addiction, people always try to get more than what they had last time or search for more than what they had last time. Technically, by psychology standards, I believe this sort of addiction is a preoccupational behavioral addiction. So when my friend says he's been super busy, that he can't feed his previous addiction, he's starting to not really care or even be attracted to this stuff anymore. And when we spoke about that, he was saying that he feels that it's not like he's not owning the things that he's into. He likes it. It's not like he's not owning it. It's the fact that he used to be it used to be such an obsessive thing to be part of. And what's crazy about this culture or of femboys, traps, whatever you want to call it, what's crazy about the culture is that it's filled with obsessive people. If someone says they like femboys, they're obsessed with it. Like you said, y'all be super consumed to anything related to it. Sometimes if it gets too obsessive, y'all start trapping yourselves. You used to watch it or follow the culture. Now you're part of it. So I was saying to him, look, honestly, at least you're not ashamed of who you are, what you like. And what you like is your personal thing and it's part of you. Whatever makes you is whatever makes you. Someone's preferences, although many people judge others for what they like, is something that you should understand is your own situation. And you need to moderate it yourself. Everyone likes different things. And you know what it is? I feel like over the past few years, the whole femboy thing has been very overly perverted. Back in the day, when it was just called traps, in like the early 2000s and 2010s, 2010s, it was just feminine dudes cross-dressing or just feminine dudes just wearing certain drip, you know what I'm saying? But now every time you see that, the pictures they be taking are like in a perverted way. People bending over, wild submissive positions in their pictures. Like Nowadays, most images you see online of femboys are borderline not safe for work. So are you surprised, quote, straight men who be online a lot, exposed to this, and their body is naturally attracted to feminine behavior, they start getting into this? Now, is that necessarily wrong? Personally, I don't see it as an issue. Even if you are well conscious and well aware of what you're looking at, I just feel like in more modern times now, this culture has shifted to extreme perversions. Femboys have evolved to a label that is simply perverted at this point. And there are people in the community, in that community, who are not completely perverted. Like the friend I'm talking about in this episode, right? The one who I'm having this conversation with. He just dresses differently. He don't be posting perverted pictures on his Twitter. Cause I said, I thought you were gonna make money trapping. That's crazy. He don't even be posting. He's just cross-dressing. And that's his thing. I don't judge. That's what he likes to do. I'm not going to hate or disown my friend because he's trapping online. But this is why he said he don't want to take money from people, because he's not out there trying to be wild. He's not posting baiting perverted pictures for something wild like that. And it's kind of sad because now this whole femboy thing is straight stereotyped as people with an addiction to, online videos and online content, if you get what I mean. I'm trying to avoid certain words from YouTube, right? The consumer and the product, both of them are addicted. So when my friend and I are discussing this, and he told me that he's not obsessed with it anymore, it made us think about how, like, wow, things have become really different now. Now, tell me I'm lying, y'all. Tell me I'm lying. 5 to 10 years ago, femboys was not stereotyped as an overly perverted thing like it is now. Unless you were personally looking at it that way this whole time. I just took it as a culture that was cross-dressing and a different way of someone saying that they were trapping. I didn't look at it as like some perverted thing. And again, some of you may have felt that way though. But this ends up going down a rabbit hole that I don't want to go down, because some people feel like cross-dressing is purely based on perversions and other people don't feel that way. Look, I never looked at it in a perverted way when people were switching up. But again, this goes down that rabbit hole where many people have different opinions about this whole, LGBTQ plus thing and motivations behind, why people convert and do this and that. Listen, whatever you believe about that, that's your opinion, whatever. We just feel like, my friend and I, that we just feel like things definitely changed the past 5 years or so. Things have definitely changed. I mean, what do you guys think? Maybe some of you who were introduced to this whole trap and femboy thing recently or not too long ago, it seemed like it was always extremely perverted to you. But just take a look back years upon years ago. The energy in the community was way different. A lot more toned down, a lot less freakiness going on. And I mean, some of you may consider that boring, right? Or may say the current state of things are better because maybe you purely look at it as perversions. I don't know. See, as I said, I was looking at it as something not perverted. That's why when people were doing that, or like I would make videos. Remember, I used to always joke about femboys in my videos. It's like, to me, it's just fun and games to people. I never looked at it as perversion until people started making it extremely freaky. I see thigh highs and I kind of get what you're trying to do because it's bait. It's a trap, hence traps. Is it a guy or a girl? Are you a guy or a girl? Haha, funny meme. Haha, funny meme. Are you a guy or girl? Like, that's how I took it, because when I grew up on the internet, that we called them traps because it was meant to trick people. A trap trick, get it? But it ain't like that anymore. Now it's just completely different. And again, it's not a bad thing in my opinion. I just feel like things are way different. And I feel bad for the people who are being stereotyped for it. Because now you can't even be doing it without just people just overly making things perverted for you. I don't know. Listen, let me know what you guys think. Okay, maybe you guys can organize my thoughts a little bit more. Or you can give your 2 cents about it. Oh, I'm seeing in the comments, you guys really like Times Squares. I was supposed to make a video for it, like a music video. I was going to go to Times Squares and just like record the nighttime or something like that. But maybe at some other time, you know what I'm saying? But it's on Spotify. I think it's on YouTube Music somewhere. It's somewhere hidden on YouTube. I don't know. Anyway, this episode is found on Spotify and YouTube. Times Squares, y'all.
Ay, ay, ay. Nightmare 7 a.m. in the morning though. No surprise. Times Squares, you and I under those lights. No disguise. Don't tell me everything you wanted was a lie. All those city lights, it's an endless night. Never expected you to bring me so much life. Close my eyes too long, then it's time to say goodbye. Let's dance all night until the stars don't show glow. Till the sunrise, then we go solo. Making up for all the time times that we were low. Let's make some memories before we do go. Let's dance all night until the stars don't show glow. Till the sunrise, then we go solo. Making up for all the times that we were low. Let's make some memories before we do go. Caution, wait a moment, keep my heart locked away, it's filled with emotion. Gave the key to you, right in front of you is open. Hey, try your best to not leave it broken. Oh, it's